most important thing, and I'm probably going to get some of this wrong, but you'll have to bear with me here. Dave's practicing on the drums. I'm going to treat him like I would any session drummer and ask him to essentially just go through one drum at a time. Sometimes it's quite useful just to put one mic up in the room so that you can actually hear what's going on and talk to your drummer, so that you can hear what they're saying, not over a drum kit mic. So for example, what I might do is just have a quick listen to the two overhead mics. Now if you focus in on these two octopres, remember that our two overhead mics were mics 8 and 9. So I've turned 8 up and I've turned 9 up. All these mics, well not all of them, require phantom power on for all of them. So you push make sure that the all on switch is down here for this 48 volts phantom power. You're not going to damage the mics that don't need phantom power in this instance. So mics 8 and 9 are turned up a little bit, and then on Nuendo I'm just going to click the little loudspeaker button to monitor the sound. Now I've already turned the master volume up a little bit, but I'm going to turn it down because that was too loud. Or I could press dim or mute on there. So I'm quite happy that I've got some sound, and I can communicate with my drummer and say, well, I'm just checking the two overhead mics at the moment, and so that I can actually hear you and you can speak to me. I want to do some get some level on the bass drum. Dave is playing now, so I've turned down the overhead mics, which I was listening to a moment ago, and I've turned up on channel 1 for the bass drum. I'm looking at the inputs, not the channels that I've made, but the input levels here. I don't need to adjust anything here. All the adjustments I made on the octopre, but I'm just checking the level here, making sure it's not clipping. And in order to listen to it, I hit the little button marked monitor on the bass drum, and I'm happy with that bass drum sound. That's great. So now I'm going to move on to the snare drum. I say, Dave, we're going to move on to the snare drum now, please. Turn off the kick, turn up the snare drum, and gradually give it a bit of level. That's great, so I'm happy with that.